Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is LaShawn, but my peeps call me Shawnee. It is December 28th, and I am just a few days away from my 50th birthday on New Year's Eve. It is hard for me to say that out loud, and it's hard to believe because there are days when I just don't feel 50 mentally, for sure. I mean, I can waste a day playing on my PS5 or looking through the comic books I just recently started collecting, or geeking out on some new superhero movie. So 50, this doesn't mesh with that, right? But when it comes to my physical being, I feel every bit of 50 and more. I have arthritis in both my knees, and I am quickly approaching the need for my fourth set of cortisone shots. Those are the only things that have been giving me relief with the knees. And so until I can get surgery, I will have to go that route. I am too heavy currently, according to my doctor, to get the surgery. So I need to do some things to change because I don't want to continue to live like this. If you knew me, you would know that I am supremely independent. And I like to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. But when you cannot move without debilitating pain, or you just can't manage to walk upstairs or do things that you normally would do without even thinking about it, it becomes harder to just be able to do life as you normally would have. So I have to make some changes. And I've been thinking a lot about this. It's been over 1.5 years since I've been getting these cortisone shots. And today is a great day for my knees, and I want to have more of those. When I have good days like this, I forget what it feels like. I forgot what normal felt like, essentially. So I want to take advantage of these days, and I have. I just got home from running some errands, which I never would have done before. Not in the past 1.5 years with the knees feeling the way that they have. So I have to make some changes. And my weight is the biggest one right now. It is by far not the only change that I want to make. I want to get healthy overall. And healthy means so many different things for so many of us, which is why I thought that I would kind of go this route. Now, if you know me, you know this is not who I am. The whole put everything out there on YouTube, be open and be vulnerable. That's not me. This is not what I do. But I feel like my journey is not something that should be lived or done in silence or in silos, because there's so many people going through the same thing. I was talking to my aunt the other day, and she was talking about a struggle she has because she's heavy as well. And she was talking about a struggle she's having with one of her legs because she's paralyzed on one side. And I just started saying some things that, it's advice that I was going through with my knees, and just trying to do things differently because you can't move the way that you normally would. And I just heard myself, and I could hear a little bit of a change in her voice. Now, I didn't give her an answer, but to know you're not struggling alone and to have somebody really hear you and truly, truly understand is priceless. And I just thought that maybe there's such a whole big world out there, and maybe there are people who are going through some of the same things who could benefit from doing it with someone, right? My goal is to build a community of people who are coming here to encourage and to be encouraged, to share thoughts and tips and advice, not just on weight, because I'll talk about other things like money management, just whatever, like it is whatever. But the biggest thing right now, the most pressing thing that I'm gearing up towards is my weight, and getting some of that off so I can get some surgery for these knees. I gotta do something differently. I've been big my whole life, been heavy forever, but I've been healthy. And it's so funny because I went to the doctor a couple of months ago, and she was asking me about my A1C, and she was so shocked. She's like, oh my gosh, your A1Cs are so low. And I'm thinking, just because I'm a big girl don't mean I'm unhealthy or I, eat crazy or whatever. And she's like, they're lower than mine. And I just hate that. Like, there are so many thoughts people have about fat people, big people, obese people, whatever you want to call yourself, that just doesn't mesh, and it doesn't feel like it's something that I wear, right? And I'm sure that a lot of you out there feel it the same way. We don't fit into a box. We don't fit into certain things, but the weight is a problem. It's a hindrance. And so I want to do things differently. I've lost weight before, and all those pounds came back, and they brought friends, honey, like a lot of friends with them the last time I lost weight. So I know that I can do it. And it's as simple as eating right and exercising right. No, there's so much more to it than that. And the older you get, the harder it is. And so I'm just looking for a little help, a little encouragement, a little love. And I think one of the biggest things that you can do is to put yourself out there so that people know that you are working towards something. And I'm looking for a community. I'm looking for a tribe that is going to support me on my journey, like I said before, and people who I can support. You don't have to be big. You don't have to be any of those things to need or want to help. Any tips, anything that I say that you're like, that is some bull stanky, say it, you know what I mean? Or if you have a better way or a better suggestion to do something, I would love to hear it. But more than anything, I would love to know that I'm not alone in this, and that there are people who, even if you can't hold my hand physically, you can hold my hand from afar to help me get to the next hurdle. And if I could do the same, I will, because I feel like when you are helping other people to be their best selves, and you are doing the things that you need to do to be yours. So that's what I want to do, right? Each one teach one, and each one reach one. I am the queen of cliches. I'm the queen of all of those things, but that's what I want to do. I want to create this channel to be a voice, to share my journey, to be accountable for what I'm trying to do, to laugh a little, to cry a little if necessary, but just to know and to feel that there are other folks out there trying to do the same things. So the next few days, my birthday, like I said, is New Year's Eve. So wish me a happy birthday. If that's all you can do is stop by and say that. But my goal within the next few days is to prepare myself to start on January 1st with the weight loss and all the other stuff. And I know that's the cheesiest thing. Why not now? Why not today? Because it's about preparation. And I'm going to do a video about that, what I'm doing to prepare myself. And it's coming soon. But I wanted to just introduce myself and invite you to like, share, subscribe, be a part of me and my journey, and let me be a part of yours. And it doesn't matter what you're struggling with. If you are trying to stop smoking cigarettes or whatever, I think a lot of what we are going to be going through is the same. But encouragement and love, it doesn't have any boundaries. So as far as it does, don't get me wrong, but as far as being there for somebody, you can do that no matter what people are going through, right? So that's what I hope that this is. It's a tribe of folks who, you know, will learn to do things differently, which is why I'm calling it Shani Interrupted, because I'm going to do things that I've not done before. And this is the first thing, starting this channel, which is crazy to me. But it's that piece that if I have to get in front of people and say, hey, I did not do so great this week, I want to be able to tell you why, because I got to be accountable. And sometimes being accountable to more than yourself is much more powerful, because you can't lie to everybody. So hope you'll join me and encourage and share and whatever it is that you want to contribute. I am so down for that. Thanks for listening. And I hope to see you soon.